Okay, welcome back, F1 Manager Nation. This is your F1 Manager Legend checking back in. I have to admit, when I moved up to Series 4, they gave me the option for $2.99 to buy the accomplishment pack, I guess you can call it. And in that pack, I got 300 bucks, 400,000 coins. I think it was a crate or something, whatever. Basically, I just bought it for the coins and those bucks. And I guess through that, I received a new part somewhere. There it is, the freewheeler. Not worth it. It's kind of weird how nothing is really worth it when you first have the option to upgrade it. That will give me a lot of negative in my power, but it'll give me more reliability. I'm okay with that. This is going to give me grip and power. I need aero on power. Turbulence, that minus 12 is not going to be made up. So, Revolution's not going anywhere. I can upgrade the soft touch. And I can upgrade it again for +2 on grip and minus 0.06. Pit stop, I think I'm okay there. I'm not going to make it close. I just don't see how this is going to get competitive. All right. Not going to be worth it. So it's 54. Not going to get close. Not going to get close. Drivers, Giovinazzi. Okay, we're going to hit up Kvyat. He can get even better for 184, which we do not have. Okay, so our drivers are now Kvyat and Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi is level 6, Kvyat is level 5. I'm just going to do this real fast. Actually, I don't think that's right. I think Kvyat is a better driver now. So I have to undo that. Let's go Albon, Giovinazzi, Kvyat, and Kvyat for Albon. Okay. I think that is the roundup we want to go with. This is a free crate. Free crates, I don't know. Free crates are, I mean, hey, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. I just got 2 new parts through the free crates. And a little bit of upgrade to them. So we got 2 new blue parts. We got the roller coaster. This is actually a good part. We're going to wind up using it. And we also received, that's it. Let's open this gold crate, see what we get. Self-control, Jetstream, the Inferno, the Zen, and Kubica. We are actually using the Zen. It would have been nice if they would have gave us that extra one so we could upgrade it. Seven. I'm gonna go up 2. Not wasting that 86. The Inferno. It's only gonna go up 3 on reliability. Not worth it at this point. Not using the smoothing, not using the turbulence. It's not going to be worth it. +2 grip for 128. You know what? I'm going to hold on to that for now. My drivers have been upgraded. We're going to get into the races. I could race a 60,000. I do not think we're ready for that yet. Man, this is a long track. Alright, so here we are on a wet track in the wet season, Silverstone, which is a long track. So we're going to go with our wets. We have to, it's raining. got a 7-lap race. It's going to rain the whole time. So if we can get 4 laps out of these wets, we can sprint with the wets in the second half. So once again, we really want to be patient. You can see how my tire wear is a little bit better than my opponent's. He's racing, and yet he's not making up positions. He actually just fell back and gained it back. But meanwhile, he's about 12% usage past me. So he's being very aggressive on his tires, especially with Stroll. And Stroll just went into the pits, which is going to put him in last place. I don't understand that at all. I've been preaching it as long as I've been making these videos. You gotta start slow to finish fast. So I'm gonna have Gio push it to see how much position he can gain. About 2.5 seconds. So Gio pushing it has extended that gap to 5 seconds, 6 seconds. There's no stacking issue there. And here comes his car in last place, and I'm going to come out just behind. We're only able to go 4 laps, so we are going to have to basically do the same thing second half of the race and get 4 laps out of these tires. So this is actually a race where we're going to start slow to finish slow, because of the rainy conditions, which allows us to go 4 laps each time. No, this is a 7-lap race. So I can do that and that. So you can see in this race we're not going to score a lot of points. However, we are going to beat our rival and maintain possession of our 16,000 coins, plus gain possession of our rival's 16,000 coins, which is a pretty good turnout. Me and my rival and I finished in the bottom half. There's 24 positions. So it'd be 12, top 12. Neither one of us broke it. You can see we finished last and second to last. Not a good turnout for me. More than winning that race, I would prefer to gain race points early on. The most valuable thing you can get is a race crate. Alright, 16K race. Let's go. Back at Silverstone. A 4-2 race here, 4 laps and then 2 is ideal. So 4, 2. Both of you guys start on hards. 7. Ooh, starting on sauce. So let me show you why you do not want to start a race on sauce. When it says on the set of sauce you can get 2 to 2 or 2 to 3 laps. If you are getting 2 to 2, that means if you go slow the whole lap, or if you go low power the whole lap, you'll get 2 laps. But if you do any kind of speeding or whatever, you're not going to get 2 laps. So his Kvyat is through with, what is that, about 55%. So he's not going to be able to get 2 laps out of those tires. Which means he's going to have to pit and spend 5 seconds. And then shortly after that, his Norris is going to have to come in and pit and spend about 7 seconds waiting. And there they go. One goes into the pits. Ooh, and he's going to keep him out. Very interesting. So now at the end of lap 4, Kvyat's going to have to come in again. Okay, nobody needs to pit, we're good. So as you can see, Kvyat, who has the worst tire wear, I'm going to sprint him first. And Gio. Gio going around. His Kvyat on soft tires just ran out, so now he's going to slow down. And we're going to, what is that, tortoise in the hair. That's bogus. Pit stop soft. Never mind. I missed my pit stop window. I took too long. I'm going to cancel that and go wet. And we're going to have you come in as well. This is going to be a close finish. Although his Norris has to gain multiple positions between myself and him in order to get the win. And since we're both coming in, I don't think it's going to be possible. Yeah, so he's only going to finish 23rd, so there's no way he can gain enough positions. I probably could have came in earlier with both of my drivers and finished faster, but right now it's all about the entry fee, the ante, whatever you want to call it. I need those funds in order to upgrade not only my driver, but my components as well. Gain 2 grip and a quicker pit stop. Take it, boom. It's really not that much, but I will take it. Still got 76 in the bank. Let's get back to racing. Series 3. Yeah, I keep wanting to call these games out by the amount I'm wagering. Yet when I called or when I contacted Hutch, they informed me that I'm not wagering. So early on in the game, this is one of the longest tracks. It's not an issue once you get past this, because then all your drivers can handle it. But you see how your softs say 1 to 2? You're never going to want to use 1 to 2s. We got rain coming up in the second quarter. Sorry, the second third of the race. So what we need to do is get into that second third of the race. Then we can put wets on, and those wets will carry us to the end. So we are in 17th. We are cruising. I am in no hurry because I know both of his cars are going to have to pit in 2 laps, which is immediately going to give us a huge advantage, unless one of his cars comes in after lap 1, which is still going to give us a big advantage. And you can see he's trying to race to catch up and going into the pits. So we still have 3 minutes until it's going to start raining. So I think we might be able to finish this race before it rains. So we are going to hustle around. Not hustle, sorry. We're going to cruise around for the second lap. And then we will hustle the third. Right now my drivers are 2 seconds apart. So one driver gets to hustle while the other one gets to cruise. Four and a half seconds. They're now 5 seconds apart, so at this point I can actually push my second driver. Kvyat's in. Changing over hard tires. 4, 5, out. No stacking issues. Nobody had to pit early. They're both on a winning pit strategy. And Albon in 16th is going to have to come in and pit, which will drop him back to almost last. Nope, not going to change. Nope, not going to change. Both of you will be done with the 5th lap before it starts to rain and the 6th lap before you need to change tires. So no, not going to do it. Coming up on the end of the 5th lap. And sending Gio now. Slowly gaining moisture, but he's not coming in, so he's on the same tire compound that I am. He has been racing the beginning third of the race, so he has not as much fuel as I do. So I know I can finish strong, and I know he is not going to be able to, which secures the win for me. So as I've pointed out many times, you need, in this game, you need to start slow to finish fast and be patient. I'm waiting for him to finish so we can move on in 22nd and 23rd place. So if any of you guys are struggling and you find yourself finishing further back than you started, if you pay attention to the tips in my videos, you will immediately find yourself finishing in stronger positions than you started, which will lead to you having more fun in this game, as well as sorry, I have to plug in my device, it's getting low. It will lead to you having more fun plus game, as well as increasing your win percentage. So if you are spending real world money in order to gain advantage in this game, this will either increase your advantage or help you save some of your money. Now, if I give you all of this advice and you follow it, eventually you're going to find yourself to the point where my legendary account is and all of my commons are at max level. All of my rares are mid-level and all of my epics are low level. And then you're going to find that actually spending money on this screen, you see how it says Epic Gearbox, the Screamer, new 400. I would never pay the 400, but eventually I'm going to get the Screamer through playing the game, and then that asset will cost me 50. So right now, Lewis Hamilton on my account, my legendary account, is level 4. He's not good enough for me to use. Level 3, level 4. And I rarely see his assets playing the game. So I do see his assets come up on a regular basis on this screen, where I think it might be worth dropping some of the bucks I earn in between on gaining the characters I want to use eventually. So, as you guys may have or may not have heard, I spent the $2.99 bonus package. I spent $2.99 on the bonus package, which was for me gaining level 4. So when I gained access to these races, it offered me I don't know how to explain it. It offered me a sale, like a bonus thing that cost $2.99, whatever. So anyway, I spent that. It gave me 400,000 coins and 300 bucks, plus a gold crate. Not really worried about that. And with that, I bought a bunch of stuff, as you saw earlier in the video. Oh, I can't do that anymore. So with the finish of this race, we should get a race crate. So let's get to it. And more importantly, that 16,000 coin payout sounds lovely. So I can start upgrading eventually you get to the point using my strategies. You get to the point where you have everything paid off and you just start gaining money. Okay, I was hoping my drivers would be spaced out, but unfortunately they don't always get a good start. So right now I'm going to have my drivers cruise around, conserving tires and fuel. So I think one of my drivers is going to be able to give me 4 laps. I actually think they both be able to give me 4 laps, but I'm going to send Kvyat early. Since it's going to rain the whole race. He's going to go 3-4, and Giovinazzi's going to go 4-3. You can already see his Stroll is running low. So he's going to be pitting. And his Kubica, who only gets... The only thing Kubica gets is passing and defending. But all the rest of his stats are garbage. Oh, I guess he has tire management. I don't know. Kvyat's going to push it, and he's going to have to pit after this lap. And I think after that, he's probably going to have to drive slow, too. So it looks like I'm going to be 13th and... . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 13th and 14th. Giovinazzi all the way up to 8th. Yes, sir. Took 12th. 8th and 12th. So, as you can see, racing in the beginning, my rival finishes dead last. And cruising at the beginning, I finished 8th and 12th. So if you guys want to know how to improve your positions during a race, just follow my lead here. Like I don't know how many races I've shown, but they pretty much all go the same way. The amount of laps I can do before I have to pit changes, especially as you gain experience and you start upgrading your drivers as well as your components. But the strategy is the same. You cruise as many laps as you can until you can sprint to the end. And that's the tip, that's the hint, that's the strategy, whatever you guys want to call it. That's the cheat. It doesn't always mean that you're going to win, but you are going to gain as many positions as you can, which will allow you to get the race crates, which are the most valuable crates because they're free and they give you the most diversity in prizes. In a race crate, you're automatically going to get coins. Normally you get bucks. You normally get 2 common assets, and you normally get 2 different rare assets, and sometimes you get 1 rare and 1 epic, and that's all for free. Everything else you got to pay for with bucks. So if you use this strategy, this will get you to the point where you gain as many points as possible, as quickly as possible, which will allow you to upgrade everything that you need to upgrade as quickly as possible. Like I said, I purchased the $2.99 Series 4 Congratulations Pack, whatever the heck they call it, which allowed me to open up some other stuff. Sorry for the delay there. I was trying to do something else and lost my place. Lando Norris is going to be level 1, 2. The Zen, yes sir. I'm already using the Zen, so anything I upgrade on the Zen is awesome. Lando Norris, to be honest, I never really used him. He never caught up with everybody else. See how far behind his overtaking is? He'll never pass anybody. So I'm going to save money on Lando Norris. I never really used him until level... Honestly, I never used him. First time I played through, I used Stroll and Albon for a while. And then I got up to level 4, and I got Bottas. And I used Bottas as soon as I got him. I got to level 5, and when I got to level 6, I got Sergio Perez, and then at that point I used Perez and Bottas for the longest time, and those two were good because as I played, they gained levels, and their level gains kept them ahead of everybody else. So, alright, we're going to be stuck in level 4 for a while. I don't have the funds to do that. I only have 123, so I got to keep racing. I do have 348 of these bad boys. You know what? I'm not going to waste my ducats on those. They're not worth it. Like I said, eventually you get to the point where all of your commons are level 10, and then you're stuck with all greens, and you can't spend any. You don't want to spend any bucks to clear them because you're not going to gain anything other than what? I think I get like 12,000 for a standard crate. I get like 12,000 as a wait, with the standard crate as a legend. I get 12,000 coins, maybe $1 to $2 back, and then I get 2 standard or 2 common assets, and they're both already maxed out. So basically I'm spending whatever to get 1 to 3/8 of my bucks back, and then 24, oh sorry, is it 24? I think it might be around 24,000 coins, yet in my account I have 1.4 billion coins. So it's better to grind and not waste the bucks on those things, because yeah, they're garbage. Open that, open that, open that. I was going to pause it. Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to do. Alright, I'm pausing, guys. I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, I'm back. That took way more than just a minute, but I'm back. 2 to 3 laps is not enough. I need options. So we're going to put hards until we get into the wet period, and then we'll figure out the timing of our transfer. See, there's no need in actually trying to go fast right there because there's nowhere to go. See, even though he's on soft tires, he's not really gaining that much. And his #1 driver is racing. You can see how much tire usage he has. He's already down to 50%, right about there. So he just pit after 1 lap. What's the point? Okay, I am recording. Nope. So he just pit after 2 laps, so now he is in last and almost last. pitting. So whatever he gains, he does by racing. He loses it by having to go into the pits. And one of my guys is going to be stuck stacking. I don't think he's going to be able to get that far ahead. 4 seconds. So Kvyat has 2 laps to go. He's going to be able to sprint to the end, and against those hard tires, they are no match. Giovinazzi is going to have to cruise. His tires do not have the wear to make it to the end. My strategy on this race was not good. Honestly, I started daydreaming in the middle, and I lost track of what I was supposed to be doing. I should not be using softs. I did not have the tire wear or the fuel usage to be putting softs on and actually have an effective strategy. He started with softs, and you can see how far back he dropped at the beginning of the race. When the track starts to get really wet and you got slicks on, you do not have any traction in the turns. You gotta go really, really, really slow. I think this game represents that part really well. They need to work on a few other things, but they got that part down for sure. If you have slicks, you want to be off those slicks before the track gets 50% wet. And all I got was 9 race points. That was not good. That's what happens when you get caught daydreaming. So if you look up in the top right corner by that little flag inside the blue square, it says 75 of 100. That's how many flags you can get per series. Once you get, so if I see how it says 50 of 50, if I race and I win, I'm not going to get any more flags. That's the most flags you can get. So by the time you get to the top of Series 7, you're going to have like 1,700 flags. You're not going to gain any more. Apparently it says I can race, which is kind of weird. So let's go back into this wet season. Pausing. And I'm back. So as you can see, once you get to 16,000, you start to make money pretty fast. I did get the bonus offer for reaching Series 4 for $2.99. That's the total I've spent on this account. If you have a problem with that, hit me up down in the comments. You have no option when it's raining. You have to use wet. We got the 2/3 of the race is going to be wet. I think last race it was a dry race, and I started with hards and I finished with sauce and it threw everything off. So this race it looks like I'm gonna finish with the same tire compound that I started with. There should only be one pit stop. So Giovinazzi could actually probably go 4 laps. And Kvyat can go 3 laps and sprint the 3rd lap. So that breaks up my drivers, so I don't have to worry about conflicting pit schedules on different strategies. They are, what, 4 seconds apart? About 4 seconds apart. Let him pass. So Giovinazzi, who is better on his tires, is on a one-stop strategy. I'm not sure if the one-stop strategy is faster because they started off with a pretty big gap between them. Last lap of the race. Mercedes is first. I think we got second. We got second and 10th. So that's second and 10th. And they got second. I can't tell. I got the win plus a 16K. So it matters right now. So we can upgrade our parts, components. Upgrade that. 32K, absolutely. So I'm not going to need to worry about upgrading any of those anytime soon. And that's not going to be worth it either. Grip. It's going to be real hard to replace that amount of grip. Yes, right now it's really not worth it, so I'm not going to be upgrading any of those parts. And once I have a plethora of coins where I don't need to worry about it, I can totally upgrade them then. But right now, I'm trying to do everything on a budget. 123. Amazing tire management, pretty good consistency at 46. Amazing consistency at 46. sure how that works. I don't like him not having any overtaking. And with that low defending, he's going to be getting passed by everybody. Although if he runs consistent laps, he should be ahead of most people. Yeah. 86K. Had a little bit more money where I could upgrade him twice. I think he might be worth it. Yeah. So right now these guys are getting it done for me. Weather ability and fuel management. I'm like 2 wins away from filling that up and moving up to this one. Let's try one more. Let's give it a go. Double checking that, make sure I am recording. So we both anteed up, which means that the bet is official. Except this isn't gambling somehow. I don't know. Who knows? So we are at Red Bull Ring. And it is going to be raining for the first portion of the race. Hopefully this is less than 20% to finish your lap. Awesome. Awesome, I can take that. Means I should be able to do 6 laps on these tires, which will allow me to sprint for the last 3. Oh, I forgot. Well, we'll see with the rain. Okay, we're making a pretty good time. So we might go get 2 more laps in. Time-wise, we're looking good. We're coming up on the start of the 5th lap. 20 seconds to go. You're going to have to come in early. And Kvyat is going to have to go around one more time. Alright, that track is almost dry. At which point, as you can see, his speed is dropping off. Albon is going to have to come in. Maybe not, but on those tires he's not going to be able to gain on anybody. How's that? Both of us got lapped. He stayed out on those wet tires. It went bald on him and he lost all the track spots. That was not a good race. The result was good for me, but I don't like not making a lot of race points. So as you can see, if you're interested in getting race points, you should stay behind in the lower series, which makes it easier for you to gain spots. But if you need money, you should move up in the series, where hopefully you get matched with somebody close to your level. Alright, it's not raining, so we actually have choices. It's a 9-lap race. We need to get through the first half on one set of tires. Make sure we get off to a good start. Yeah, Gio, you're supposed to hold them up for me. Okay, so we are off. Looks like his tires are wearing down. He's a little bit more racy than I am. So we will see in the second half how that works out for him. So now he is stuck in traffic. Well, meanwhile, our lap times are not falling off as much because our tires are not as bad. So the more he works, the slower he gets. Coming up on the fourth lap. Kvyat can race. He's going to come in first. I probably should let Kvyat stay out. Okay, that broken component is going to be quite the little bugaboo because we're going to come out in last for sure. Good news is we'll be able to finish the race. I should have been racing on those tires. I don't know why I wasn't. Look at Gio, he's gone. So I'm done with you. I want to make it to Ferrari. Top 10. Good job, Gio. Top 14. Sorry, Kvyat. If I would have pressed you earlier, you probably would have finished top 10 as well. That was my bad. Alright, listen, I'm not really paying attention, so can somebody tell me what my win percentage is? Okay, so we're back at Silverstone, so we're going to start with hard tires if the track is dry. We're going to be at the back, yeah. One thing about Daniel Ricciardo is he doesn't have a good tire management. So okay, he does not have good tire management, and he started him on soft tires, so I think he's going to have to come in after one lap. Okay, 2 laps. So we can go 4 laps. Four and 3, so they're both on a one stop. Kvyat's going to have to go in a little bit. Alright, there you go, buddy. There you go. Good job. Okay, so they're both on a one-stop strategy. They're going to be coming in at the end of the 4th. Should give them 3 laps left. A little bit of a stacking issue, but that's okay. Alright, so Ricciardo's going to be coming in. Okay, Ricciardo is out. Kvyat has 2 laps to go and only 2.3 of fuel. However, Giovinazzi has enough fuel to go to the end and tires. So if Kvyat can hold position and Gio can gain, we will have enough to get the win. Good job, Kvyat. Look at him block. That's why you use Daniel Kvyat. Boom. Although we win the race, as a team, we won the race by 2 points. And we're going to open this race crate, and we're going to go to bed. I'll wait till tomorrow. Alright, guys, I'm going to bed. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comments. I think a lot of people are watching videos and not commenting. Hopefully, you guys are picking up what exactly it is I'm doing. You should be able to see how long it takes you to at least get to the point where you start making some serious money. Um, Once you get to series 3 and 4, and you're still winning at 70-80% clip, the money starts racking up, and at that point you'll be able to buy all the upgrades and figure out which parts are the best ones, and it will no longer be a problem. So I can't say I'm actually grinding anymore because I did buy the $2.99 congratulations pack for making it to series 4. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Anyway, this is F1 Manager Legends signing out, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.